Hello and welcome back to Pushing Cardboard. We're having a look at Prelude to Revolution, Russia's Descent into Anarchy, 1905-1917. This is the second game in what looks to be a new system from Compass Games. Marco Poutret's original game, Prelude to Rebellion, which came out a couple years ago, which was very well received by those who played it, has inspired this one. This one's designed by Mike Wilner, but uses the same system as that Prelude to a Revolution game, Prelude to a Rebellion game. This is given an average time to play is 3 hours, so that sounds great. Complexity is moderate, and solitaire suitability is only low to medium, so might not be the right game for you solo players, but who knows? Maybe, I'll solo just about anything. Let's see what's in the box. It's a heavy box, so it's going to have some kind of special components in here. Well, a lot of cards, that's for sure. Okay, there's a clarification about something on the map or the tracks. It says the rule book is correct, so there we go. We have tons of cards. Well, might as well open them up and have a look. This is a deck that's called Years of Turmoil. And I guess action points up there in the corner probably. Who knows what these codes are. Yeah, I don't know this game system, so I can't really explain what the cards are. But they're it's interesting. There's no artwork on these cards. Often, that's it's not totally surprising, but a lot of games that use this sort of thing, there's some artwork on the cards. I'm not going to open up each of the decks. I'll open up one more to see what we're looking at. This is a deck called the Great War. And similar thing with the AP's action points, I'm guessing, in the one corner, and then some other codes in the other corners. Yeah, nice looking cards even without the without any artwork on them. So there's the Years of Turmoil deck, the Great War deck, then these two decks called the Collapse, and a little special mini deck here called Key Events. So I suppose those get interspersed into the game somehow, who knows, but there we go. Now if you've played the other game, you'll recognize these are little plastic cubes. In the previous game they were red and green. In this one, they are red and blue, and we've got bags of them. I'm not going to open them all and have them scatter all over the place at the moment, but that's there. Once we open the map, I'll be able to sort of show where they go, or I won't be able to explain their use exactly, but you'll see where they go. We have some regular six-siders and some custom six-siders that have. Well, it looks like codes that might such as the DU and the O. We see that O and DU on these dice, so there's some kind of a link up there. Okay, here's the rule book. Not overwhelmingly heavy rulebook. It looks like 20 pages. That's really great to see. Get a sort of a preview of what the map's going to look like here. Glossy rulebook, so you got a little bit of glare there, but not too bad. But a good-looking rulebook. Pretty standard for current Compass Games quality. Looks great. Nice artwork. Here's the first set of counters, and they've put them in plastics in case they fall off the sprues, I guess. These look to be marker counters, and there's a ton of there's not a lot of counters here, so I don't know how many other counter sheets there are, if any, but there's definitely a lot of spare counter space there. We have a central committee and a council of ministers. So that's, I guess, probably the two different players. Some sort of marker cards. Player reference card, two-sided. And that'll be the same one. And then here's the board. Yeah, I guess that was the only counter, so it's the little cubes are the main thing. I won't be able to fit all this on, but we'll see how much we can get. But you can, from what you can see there, you can see that there's, here's Winter Palace, Okrana HQ, Viborg District, and there's sort of like a little track at each space, and those little cubes get placed along there so that you're filling it up, and then the board has got several other tracks around the edges. So it's a perfectly good looking board. It's the colors are nice, everything's nice about it, but it does, it's much like the Prelude to Rebellion board. There's something about it that reminds me of a spreadsheet or something. I'm not sure, because it's just like track after track after track. But we'll see. We have to get this to the table and get it played, and just find out how it all works. But that's it. That's the contents. So this is all the counters for the entire game. So it's the opposite of a counter-heavy game. It's instead, there's, as I said, there's all those markers are the main thing that you place on the tracks. But anyway, that's it. That's Prelude to Revolution from Compass Games and Mike Wilner. Thanks for watching. Check out the podcast sometime, Pushing Cardboard, and we'll talk to you next time.